Good, you have the idea. You are a maker. Be very proud of it. Keep your idea to yourself. But then have a look at what Arrow has in stock to help you. Amir.
So, thank you very much and welcome. Today, the target of the presentation is really to help you understanding what Arrow, a $30 billion company, are able to support you. We love the young guys, we love the makers, we love the entrepreneur, because you are the future, and with what you are doing, it drives for us both success. And we are working with many companies. One of them is Indiegogo, where the target is to support with crowdfunding to help you from the idea to the market. The only difference is that it's not what happened 5 years ago when we need to start from scratch. There are a lot of things that we did to support you to go really fast. Because if you're not fast, somebody else will take you. And this is the target of today's presentation. So let's start a little bit from the beginning, talking about the biggest buzz that we know in the last couple of years, the Internet of Things. And what does it really mean? It means that everything that we are doing will be connected to the Internet somehow, some way. Internal, external, but everything is connected. Okay, our Apple Watch, our phones, our gateways, our gadgets, our cars, everything will be connected to the Internet. And this is just saying, a lot of researchers, how many connected devices there are going to be in the future. So we have this data, and it's split into many, many type of applications. Some of you, maybe you are planning to be in smart home, smart city, consumer, wearable. So we know that it's going to be billions. And we need to fill it, and we need to be fast. Now, the next thing that is now on the buzz that you are thinking is that we have Internet of Things, and somehow maybe it will be AI. It will be artificial intelligence into it. We are using AI every day. We just don't know it. When you are putting in Google something and it fills what you want, it's an AI. It's not someone that did that. It's the machine know what you want. And we are using AI all the time, but AI is going to be on the edge. AI is going to be smarter. It's going to be on image recognition application to recognize if you are man or woman, if you are happy or not. And it will even go further to say, who are you if I have the data? It's go to speech. We see what happened with Alexa, okay? Everybody today using Alexa, Siri, Google Voice. This is starting to be normal for us. And robotics, predictive maintenance, all of that is connected to the AI market. So, the market and the technology trends are very complex. There are a lot of new things. There is move from parts to solution. Because maybe I need to build something, but maybe it's already there, and I can use what is already there to go a little bit faster. We need that it will be connected. We talked about IoT, but what? Should I choose Bluetooth mesh? Should I go to Zigbee? There is now LTE, because LTE is on the phone, but it's expensive. Now there is new NB-IoT, LTE Cat 1. Should I use a general? What to do? We don't know. And we need a certification, we need modules ready to use, we need platforms that are ready. Is it going to be connected to the Internet? Who will support me on big data and cloud analytics? Where I'm going to do that? How I'm going to do that? And it's very, very complex. I need partners, I need solutions. I have a great idea. How I take this to the market? And now there is the 5G is coming. Is it going to be connected to that? All of these questions we have. Now, I have a question to you. And if you will answer, you will get one board that we develop. It's a community board called the ARIS. And if you want all of these boards, we have many of them here in our Fast Forward booth. So you can just, when I finish my presentation, go there, fill a form telling us who you are, and you will get the board. Now, I talked about complexity, so it's going to be a very critical question. The first one that raises a hand will get the answer. Are you ready? How much is 5 plus 5? Yes? Okay, thank you very much. So you got the first board. So the reason that I did that is that we as Aero want to make things that are complex that is very, very simple. And this board and many other boards and solutions can help you to go really fast to the market. So let's start. Everything starts normally with embedded. We are at Electronica event, it's embedded. You see a lot of things, microcontroller, microprocessor. But we have a problem now that we didn't have 10 years ago. What is the problem? Is the problem that what should I choose? Microcontroller, microprocessor, FPGA, low cost, high cost. What happened with the mobile market is that we have a big problem today, but it's a good problem, but it's a problem. We have unlimited performance. Everything that we have in our mobile, we can get. So we can start with the lowest cost, low power Cortex M0 16 megahertz, that it's 25 cents, up to an octa-core 64-bit machine, and you can get it for us. So we have a good problem, but where to start? What I need? I don't know where to go. So we need to go to community. Raspberry Pi community, Arduino community, and I don't know if you know, but Aero have his own community based on the 96 board that we are doing. So we need to start with something. Okay? So I have unlimited performance. Everything is compensed. I have a lot of choices. It's not all about hardware, it's about software, because this is the main thing today. And it's a lot of ecosystem. Time to market is very important. How I start? I can start with Indiegogo. I can start with Aero crowdfunding, helping you to support you from A to Z, and you can get more information from Indiegogo in our team here. And I can start with the community. Okay, so let's start with Raspberry Pi. And I will get Raspberry Pi, and I will build my machine from Raspberry Pi. But then, if I want to move the Raspberry Pi to production, I cannot buy the chip from the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi, maybe it's not good for me. So maybe I will go to the Dragon board. Some of you know about the Dragon board based on Qualcomm. It's the same processor that is in your mobile phone. And Dragon board can support you from a lot of solution, but you can buy the Dragon board chip. You can buy the Qualcomm devices, or you can buy an NXP IMX8, or you can buy, and all of it are the same. This is a community platform that we build. So what I do? Okay, so I should start and copy paste the reference design from the internet, and then do a design and build everything from scratch, and it will take me 1 year because I need to develop everything from scratch, and then I will put some mezzanines on top, like, you know, on mezzanine shields on top, and I have a cameras mezzanine, I have sensors mezzanine, I have audio, I have many solutions. This is an option. Many companies are choosing this. But you know that it will take you time to start everything from scratch. So the second option is to buy a SOM, a system on a module, and I don't need to invent the wheel again. So I will take a SOM and only focus on the carrier board in the middle, and then plug it. So I have saved 6 months, 8 months, depend on doing my design. And this is a solution we can support you. And it's okay, you can buy the components or you can buy a SOM. But many companies that are software oriented telling us, Aero, I need the exact Dragon board, the exact board, but industrial, temperature, that it's ruggedized, I can use it in my design. You can get this as well. And this is where we are going. We are going to solution. And I have many customers telling me, this is exactly what I want. But do you have it in a box? Yes, I have it in a box. So you can just take the box, focus on your own software. And let's take real examples. I was doing a lot of checking the last month about this presentation, real customers example. So the first customer, we had a couple of customers in Italy and in Germany saying we need to develop industrial gateways. Aero, we saw that in your community there is this board called Oxalis. And this is a nice board community. You have a gateway chip inside. You have a SOM inside. It's an NXP solution with a 64-bit machine. It's having Ethernet 10 gigabit, 1 gigabit gateway. But if I need to use this and go to production, it will take 2 years, start from scratch. So we work with another company and just move this to an industrial version. This is the Grape board. You can just Google Grape board and you will get it. This is industrial version of a gateway that you can buy to use. Now many customers coming to me saying, this is exactly what I want. I want to put it in hotel, or I want to put it in a smart home. Can you put it in a box? Yes, we will put you this in a box. Just buy the box, work on the software, connect to the cloud, and that's it. We don't need to start from the beginning. And the same application, okay, so we talked about the gateway. Let's go to an edge node. Node application. So, we develop community platform. This is the famous Aero Smart Everything boards. We did it in the last 3 years. We have the Fox supporting Sigfox. Some of you know about the Sigfox technology. We have the Lion supporting the LoRa technology. We have the Smart Mesh IP supporting Smart Mesh solution from analog device. And now we just announced the NB-IoT that is doing the same. So you can choose what type of technology you want under community, under Arduino, playing with it. And you played, but now you need to go fast to the market. I already have a solution, I have the code, I have done. How I can start? I'm only 2-man company, 5-man company, I need a partner, I need a lot of money. No, so we have companies that already did that for you. So for example, Vicoti was a customer like you 3 years ago. He used our platform and he developed industrial boards with also putting the battery, having different type of modular, depend on what wireless. You want Sigfox, you want LTE, you want LoRa. We have that. So you can buy this as a part number, but this is industrial. Industrial temperature, ruggedized, certified. You can use it in mass production. It's done. And then you can tell me, this is exactly what we want. And we have one big customer for smart city in Drammen in Scandinavia that said, we want this with sensors to put it on the street for humidity and temperature, to start a test for a smart neighborhood. And we want to put it all the time to see the humidity and to check. But I don't need a board. I'm city. I need a solution. So we have this rugged IP67 closed, done. You can just take it, put it. You have cloud connection to have the dashboard connected to you. You can buy this, you can buy that, or you can buy the finished product. And this is what we are doing. We are changing. Aero is changing to support everything what you want to do as normal design, you can get it. You want a mid, SOMS board, you can, or solutions. And this is where we are now changing to technology solution provider. Let's take another example. HMI. We want to put, I call it the iPad disease. Everybody want to put touch everywhere. In the washing machine, in the dryer, in every touch. It's very complex because if you think about it, a block diagram of an HMI machine, it's like your mobile phone. You have embedded processor, you're running a Linux or an Android, you need memories, you need, am I going to develop something that will compete with Apple and Samsung? I don't think this is the right choice. So I need to go to an HMI. So you can start with a community board, and this is the board that you got. So you see that you have a microcontroller, you have a multi-protocol SOC solution supporting Thread, Zigbee, Bluetooth Mesh, Bluetooth Low Energy. You have a display on it. It's plug and play. You can use it and debug it, and it's Arduino, and you can copy-paste the reference. Or you can have a big machine because you need a big display. You can use the Dragon boards or everything that we did with a different type of display, different shapes, and use that. Or we have many companies that are just buying the HMI. This is a finished product by our supplier Exo. It's done, it's closed. You can just buy an HMI, take it, put it on your solution. We are using it in robotics, we are using it in smart home. This is the gateway HMI you have in your home to start. This is what we are doing. So we are moving from this type of designing also to solution. You will choose what is good for you. And the only thing you need to do, talk to our guys here in the Aero booth. They will let you know. They will support you to do whatever is best for you to drive it to the market. So, we are a technology provider. The target is to be in a positioning that to help you connect things fast to the market. We are doing a lot of community boards. We want things that will be simple. Let's take another example. So I have another question to you. Who here know the Dragon board board from Aero, the Aero Dragon board 410 based on Qualcomm? So this is a Qualcomm-based solution. Again, the same processor you have on your mobile phone that you thought that you will never touch, because it's in the mobile phone, I can use it, I can buy the components and design my own board when I will go to 100,000 pieces, 50,000 pieces. I can buy the board as industrial version, or I can take it in a box to do whatever I want, and I can connect it. This board is the same one you see here. And it's the same one you saw here, and this is the solution. Yes? Sorry? So you have Android. So because it's community, and this is a good question, yes, where I'm getting. Just put Dragon Board in Google, you will get to the 96 board community. Image is free, Windows 10 IoT, Linux, Debian, Ubuntu, Android, free. And then you have a mobile phone design, you can do whatever you want. You have it with cameras, you have it with crowd counting, you have it with solution. And then you need now to support 100 pieces, you will buy the box, give it with your software, and then at the same time continue the development. You cannot do it with Raspberry Pi, unfortunately. This is what we are doing. Now, because you asked a good question, you got the Dragon Board. So, from my perspective, we can drive all the solution. And the value proposition we are giving to you, and again, just go to our booth or go here, you will get all the boards from our team. It's neither in aero.com, all the data. You can put it in Google, you can get it here. We are building blocks for you. You can get the integration, software. We are everywhere to support you. You need this to connect to the cloud, we have a dashboard. You need a Google dashboard, you have it. You need an Azure, you have it. You have IBM, Bluemix, you want. Watson on Dragon Board is already done. LTE, NB-IoT, LoRa, everything is already connected. We think about it, in 5 years from now, an LDO will have a 2 microcontroller inside. It's very complex. And we need to have things that are really, really fast to support you. This is where we are going, and I don't believe that in 5-10 years we will be able to start everything from scratch. It's going to be a Lego of development in the parallel to use the finished products. This is the value proposition. This is my presentation. Thank you very much.
I think I warned you about the market, and Amir. It's like being on a market, isn't it? Amir is not only a salesperson, but he gives you essential information, useful information, I think, without being too over-commercial, or how we should have said. The real incentive of Aero is to be there for the makers.
So
and
just to let you know,
yeah.
and thank you very much, I'm managing 50 engineers across Europe, in Munich, in Frankfurt, in Gdansk, Danzig, and in Budapest. And I'm managing the engineering team. I'm 20 years in Aero, doing design, and the target for us is to just give you this message that you can go faster to the market. Use our guide
fast
to support
forward, Amir.
This is the fast forward. This is why we're here, and we are very happy to have Elector with us
Yes.
here on that.